All right, let's talk about motivation in the classroom. You will also see this on your teacher certification exams, especially for special education, the principles of learning and teaching, and also reading exams. There are two types of motivation that they talk about in education: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic is when we feel good about our learning, and so we're motivated to do it more. It's kind of inside of us, intrinsic. Extrinsic are outside motivators like candy, pizza parties, things like that. Now, extrinsic motivators certainly help. I mean, if you want to bribe a kid to read a little extra, giving him or her a Jolly Rancher or a cookie will often work temporarily. Extra time on the playground, homework passes, things like that. But those extrinsic motivators tend to wear off over time because the student gets sick of eating a Jolly Rancher every time, and it doesn't have the same allure that it did when you first implemented that strategy. So I recommend focusing a lot on intrinsic motivators, talking to the students and saying, you guys are doing a really good job on your reading. This is going to help you in the future for X, Y, and Z. Remember, education gives you choices in life. It helps you to have a better life. Just having those kind of conversations with students, also motivating students by letting them know you are proud of them. I used to say things like, hey, I had a really hard day today, but when you guys came in and you did exactly what I asked you to do, you really turned my day around for me. And I really appreciate that. Now, praise is considered extrinsic, but when you really like your teacher and your teacher says, hey, you made my day today, it certainly makes you feel proud of what you're doing. So I think of it more as a mix of intrinsic and extrinsic, but it's always good to communicate with students when you're proud of them. When you see progress, you might say, hey, you went up 15% on your fluency. Like, that is awesome. I know that sounds like a small number, but it's really not. And you kind of explain to students their progress, help them take, ownership of their learning, and they will do more. Now, doesn't mean you should just abandon extrinsic motivators. A Jolly Rancher, a cookie, a homework pass, they work wonders, especially if you're in a pinch. But focus on the intrinsic and you will get further with your students. Thanks.